Peace and love to everybody that can hear the sound of my voice, and I hope you pass that peace and love to everyone who can't. Now, we are in dire straits. There is a an agenda that's happening right before our eyes that we never knew about. There is a focus on hysteria, panic, mayhem, controlling it, tunneling it to what end, to what result. And these are the questions we should be asking. Um, so, everybody knows about COVID-19, but what does that have to do with toilet tissue? Okay, so there's been an instruction to buy toilet tissue. Now, you have to ask yourself, who has a big enough group to instruct people to buy toilet tissue? And who has the I'd say members of um, mental deficiency and that would think that buying toilet tissue would be in the best interest of not only themselves but America. So I would surmise that this would be the Ku Klux Klan and their branches. So white nationalists, um, neo-Nazis, and Ku Klux Klan members are all under the same umbrella, and they have the influence and they also have the membership uh, to enact this. Um, it only takes a few stores before it's mania, and then monkey see, monkey do, or um, the scarcity would cause panic. So, what is it about toilet tissue? So, we're dealing with a virus. Um, Everybody's washing their hands, cleaning around them, but the um, toilet tissue is part of hygiene and health. If you don't have anything to clean your butt with, and in a disposable fashion, then now you're bringing in, say for instance, if you had to wipe your butt with a cloth, you don't just throw that cloth out, you use that cloth again. How do you manage the cleanliness of that cloth? You wash the cloth every time you take a shit. And how do you clean that cloth? Do you take it outside first, spray it off with the hose? What if you live in an apartment? So the fecal matter buildup is in essence supposed to generate a new disease. Um, as far as this particular disease, they're trying to trim the fat of the elderly. What trimming the fat of the elderly does is means that the elderly can't, the elderly don't have a need to spend money, right, in this economy, because they're getting money left and right. Um, and they are on a fixed budget. So they may be receiving Social Security, veterans pay, retirement, and insurance money. So all of this is coming in, and they might be living at a coalescent home, living at a senior's home, um, whatever, staying with family. So their cost is low. By trimming the fat there, they're able to cut out the money that the government has to pay out through Social Security. Um, and also, if they work for the states or counties, um, or federal level for retirement, that cut that out as well. Um, so now you have maybe a life insurance policy that's going to trickle down to next of kin, which is younger people that could possibly spend money or in need of money. Because the older you are, the less debt you have. The younger you are, the more debt you have. So if this trickles down, then that means that these people are able to pay their debtors, meaning that now um, their debtors are able to lend out money. If you don't understand that, look into fractional reserve banking. So even credit card companies like Capital One have a bank now. Um, so look into fractional reserve banking and look into um, loan generation and understand how when people are paying loans, you have more ability to give out loans, right? So that means that you're able to now, because one debtor has paid, you're able to create 10 more loans and get more Americans into debt. Because the plan is to get as many debtors as possible. Because the more debt you have, the more control you have. Now, with the second issue of the cloth rag for um, the feces, right? Because you have a lack of hygiene, because you are kind of unaware of how to use your cloth and how to dispose of the feces and how to manage it properly in order to um, live in a you know environment that's more conducive to a cleanly lifestyle, right? Um, so you'll have another portion of the population that's going to dwindle, which is going to be the poor and the dumb. I say dumb, but the words I really need to